What's up, everybody? How are you doing? We are here. It's the Daps and Pounds show. Dobie, please tell the people what we're talking about today.
It's here. It has happened. 1, 2, 3, 4. Carter 5. Not T-H-E, T-H-A. The Carter 5, Lil Wayne. It has dropped 23 tracks. We dive in, let you know what our thoughts are. Logic dropped one of the most hip-hop albums of the year. We get into the Loosey Gooseys. We get into some other albums that come out. We give you that good, bad like always. And we close the only way we know how with 101 conversation starters for couples. Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 35. We're getting into it real quick right now. Let's go.
You.
Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. Let's go, yeah. Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. The Daps and Pounds show. This is the Daps and Pounds show. Yeah, you know.
What's up, everybody? How are you doing? We are here. We have made it another week. My name is Malky. To my left, we have
Dobie.
Represent two mics.
Two friends.
And one show. The Daps and Pounds show.
show.
Pound it out.
Yes, sir.
We are here, man. We did it.
Yep.
Finally, another week. Feels like it's been a bit since we talked to you guys. Thank you guys so much for listening to this podcast week in and went out. Thank you guys for everything that you do for us. Dobie, where can they find us online?
You guys can find us on Daps_Pounds, Twitter and Instagram. Hit us up. Let us know if there's anything you want us to discuss. We also do post it on YouTube. There's not that many views, but if you do listen, if you're a first-time listener, throw it in the comment section, hit that like button, and then just kind of let us know what brought you to that channel. You know, give us a little feedback. But anyways, we know we are mainly podcast-centered. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in on this lovely morning, afternoon, or evening. I don't care whenever you're listening to it. It's got to be wonderful.
Got to be wonderful. Like Dobie said, hit us up online. Hit us up on all the socials. Guys, this is a big music week. And if there was nothing else that dropped, it would be a big music week because Lil Wayne has dropped an album. We're going to get into that in just a moment. I just put that out there to tantalize you guys. But first, we are going to talk about our good, bad. If you've never tuned into the show before, you're in luck because good, bad is a way to get to know your co-host. So if this is your first time flipping on the podcast, you never heard our voices before, you're like, who are these guys? Who's Dobie? Who's Malky? Well, listen up. You'll get a little insight into us. Also, on the socials that Dobie ran you, make sure you ask us questions. You can ask us questions about us individually, as a podcast, what we think about albums, stuff like that. So good, bad. Dobie, what was your week like since last time we talked to the people?
So, got the cat spayed. That was an interesting journey because when she got back, man, oh man, was she very, very upset. We're talking furious, okay? I heard it was probably a lot had to do with the amnesia medicine. Like she wasn't all there. You could just tell. So that was kind of interesting. Let's see what else. Beat Spider-Man. So that was dope.
Okay.
I will say the story in the Spider-Man video game I liked more than Spider-Man Homecoming, which is crazy. But the Spider-Man game story was so good. So if you guys are playing it out there, finish it, beat it. If you haven't got it and you got a PS4 because it's PS4 exclusive, you need to definitely go check that out. I was absolutely enthralled. Loved every moment of it. So yeah, please, you guys need to go get that. It's definitely something to behold.
Nice.
Let's see what else. Bad. I'm trying to. What was my bad? I know I had South Carolina. I about busted. We played so bad. I'm under the impression now, like kind of what you said when you just realized hey, we just don't got that QB. Jake Bentley plays good with teams that are bad, but when the game's like we need to play better than normal to go over the next, take the next step forward, he can't do it. Never has. And so because of that, I'm just not a believer. However, there's this guy that we are getting from California. He's already committed. A lot of people said he would be a 5-star if he didn't already have been a serious commitment for South Carolina. He's up in California, and the dude can sling the rock. He went to the top 11 QB camp for the nation, so he's up there. I think he's gonna be really, really good. So I mean, it just is what it is. That made me mad. Gonna lose in fantasy football again. I mean, just football for me. I think that was the biggest bad. That was rough. Texans won though, so that kind of helped because they were off to a rocky start, 0-3. I think Deshaun Watson's finally starting to get back in his groove, which is nice. Season 6 of Fortnite, just more gaming stuff, really. Okay. That's what we got going on. October now. My birthday's coming up in a week. Are you doing
anything?
So actually, I was going to talk to you about that. Okay. I got to post it on Facebook or everything because I wanted to make sure Mary could get off. But I'm thinking Hibachi Grill Saturday and then Oryx.
Cool.
Does that sound like a good chill night for everybody?
It sounds good. I will warn you.
What?
So the last time we got hibachi.
Is it not a good?
No. I love hibachi.
I do too.
But we might want to go to the one in East Peoria if you want Brandon. Brandon will go. He'll go. There was an incident.
Is it like for his food he got sick?
No. So you know how they play with you?
Oh yeah.
Were you there?
I was there because he said he said I looked like the Flash. I remember that was when I first kind of moved up.
Okay, so you were there when he squeezed the syrups,
and the flames
soy
go
sauce.
Up, right?
No. Okay, so he squeezed the soy sauce. Some of it got on Brandon's shirt.
Oh.
And Brandon lost his mind. And so when the guy came out I guess they already put a tip on his bill.
Yeah.
And then so Brandon was like, "Oh, I wasn't going to tip because this dude put soy sauce on my shirt. You should take that off now." And he freaked out. So,
okay.
But he'll go for you. I'm just joking.
I mean, I couldn't think of anything else.
I love hibachi. Just do
most
your
people,
plan.
everybody else does, don't they?
He does. It was just that
one
situation.
Incident. Okay.
But yeah.
Because I was thinking, what's a good just overall night that's not gonna be most people can go on a week's notice and be like, yeah, that sounds like something I can do. For the most
Saturday
part.
is the day you're doing it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Saturday.
That's good because that's our cheat days too.
Exactly. So Saturday night and then the classic, go to Oryx, hang out a little bit more. Easy peasy. Everybody wins. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm gonna hit it up on Facebook. I don't know who's. I don't think. I mean, I'll ask Cam and Champ and them, but if they don't come out, it's not a big deal to me.
Okay.
Because I understand what it's like to have to travel.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's what's going on. Yeah, man. October, it's here. The weather's been crazy. It's super cold, and now it's 80s again. But I mean, it's fall weather.
Yeah, That's my good bad.
What you got? Oh,
the weather.
Are we seeing Venom this weekend? Or are we gonna wait?
I really didn't think about it. I'm not really hype about it.
I'm not hype about it either, but I just didn't know. Maybe
I don't have any plans. I don't have any plans.
I'm gonna go on a Tuesday where it's $5. I want to see what the reviews are for it too, because people are like, "No, it's actually a decent movie." It's kind of like Ant-Man when you're like, "Man, I'll just kind of wait to see if anybody even likes it."
Did you see the second one yet?
No,
I haven't either.
Yeah, there's so many movies I'm really behind on right now.
I saw Night School this weekend. And I am under the impression that I get it when people say that Kevin Hart doesn't produce super funny things. He's funny.
Yeah. Because he's always the same character.
Movie-wise, it's rough. There's not he always does something that's really funny in a movie.
Yeah.
But the movies that are written by him, fully his idea, for some reason don't translate.
Right.
It wasn't terrible though.
That's why I think Martin Lawrence overall was really good.
Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy.
Well, Eddie Murphy though, he hit that decline pretty hard.
After the Doolittle, first Doolittle, there's a peak there where he just started throwing stuff at a wall. But my good bad is the weather as far as bad, just because usually after my birthday, the week after my birthday, we start easing in to fall weather.
Yeah.
I love fall. My birthday is actually the first day of autumn. So I love fall weather. But like, fam, once again, Midwest, Illinois, it's going to be hot this week. It was cold last week.
Yeah.
We're going to get this back and forth thing. And I don't know how to, I have so many jogger suits and like hoodies on deck ready, thinking about throwing a fire soon. Like,
yeah.
I'm so ready. And I just can't.
Can't what?
Can't wait.
Oh, I was like, you said,
I'm just tired of the back and forth, man. Just tired of the back and forth.
Yeah, you should know that.
But overall, this is so much better than it being freezing cold, I guess. So I'm not going to complain too much. Good though. I'll say football. Saints won, LSU won. I lost in fantasy, so now I'm 2-2 in fantasy.
You shouldn't have made that trade, by the way.
Well, I made it because he has a chance of winning, and I can't win at all. And I'm like, whatever.
So
like,
you're gonna make it harder for people like me who are doing everything in their power to win.
I'm just saying, like, there's nothing I could do. I had the last pick in the draft, and I need a running back, and I knew Fournette would get hurt again, which he did. He's out again indefinitely, and I needed a running back. He had a running back, so I did the trade. I did the trade. I can't. I don't have any
Allison got hurt for you too. He had a concussion.
Yeah.
So ladies and gentlemen, he traded Allison, or he traded Javaris Landry for Allison and Miller.
Yep.
I mean, I guess
Lamar Miller. Yeah.
It depends on how big you are on Javaris, but we're in a full PPR league, and I think he is still going to be a top 15 wide receiver when it's all said and done. Cam obliterated me. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I didn't see that.
Oh my gosh.
Didn't see that. I was too busy having Chase just pounce on my head repeatedly.
Yeah, he does that.
I have two people playing tonight, but they would both have to score 50 points.
I'm thinking long run. You got to be in the top 6 to get in the playoffs. There's a lot of football left. What's your I'll be 1-3.
You're 1-3. Okay.
I'll be 1-3 in both of my leagues that I care about.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'm winning in my work league.
Work league, hey.
Winning in the work league so far. But yeah, man, good, bad. It's just football's good though. Football's good. LSU won. We have Georgia at Georgia next week. That one I'm expecting that we could definitely lose. I was scared for Ole Miss just because every year there's a team we should beat that we do not beat. And Ole Miss has done that to us before when we've had a good year, where they weren't ranked, and they kick our butts.
Dude, this is going to be such a big game. You're talking about the number 2 and the 5, bro.
Number 2 and 5.
If you beat LSU, or if you beat Georgia, that means you're in the top, and then you got to beat Alabama.
Bama week is...
Bama might actually be... This might be one of Bama's best teams like they've ever had.
The only like real big hope that I have for LSU is that they're a big momentum team, and so... I'm hoping that being 4-0, 5-0 is going to get them to beat Georgia. I hope so.
Yeah.
But number 2, they're good. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, my Saints seem to have gotten it together. They seem to be beating the teams they're supposed to beat now. So
there you go, man.
So that's good, bad from me. Now we're going to move on to our new music. If you've never listened to this show before, new music is where we literally just go over everything, all the big stuff anyway. I won't say everything, but all the big stuff that came out. You know how crazy
that would be?
It'd be a long...
We'd have to put out 4 podcasts. We couldn't even do it.
Yeah,
I can't even do it.
It'd be a lot.
Oh, my gosh.
It would be a lot. So we will start with the biggest release commercially and just at a street level, just everything, the Carter 5.
Talk about it.
So the Carter 5, it's been almost 7 years since the Carter 4, which is...
And I need to look it up.
Crazy.
Because I want to know
2011, I believe, right?
No, when his last album was, though. Because he did come out with some projects before that.
Oh, he came out with Dedication 5, I think, in between, right?
Dedication 5 was something like that, but then he also had I'm Not a Human Being 2, which was 2013. That was his last project that he put out.
Let me tell you something. Was John on that?
Let's see here. If No Worries was on it.
Okay.
Hello.
What a song. No Worries was amazing.
No, Rich as F with 2 Chainz.
Oh my,
that was a kind of
that
was kind of a popular one.
I guess the Collar Grove. Now that you say 2 Chainz, that was a project, I guess.
Yeah, Love Me, Drake and Future. I don't know when that album, when the Dedication came out though.
I thought he came out with like Dedication 5
did.
as a mixtape.
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
So yeah, the Carter. First of all, the Apple Music description of the album, I think, is a perfect description to kind of sum things up.
2013 as well, actually.
2013.
Wow.
The editor's notes in Apple Music say, maybe more than any other rapper in history, Lil Wayne's output is defined by franchises. When I read that, I was like, this is really good. Whoever wrote this is good. And I read the whole thing and I was like, that's a good way to sum it up, because the Drought series, the Drought 2 is when I start listening to Lil Wayne. The Dedication series, that's a franchise. The Drought's a franchise. The Carter series, a franchise. Like, he used to have such a crazy pace when it came to putting out music that he had to have 3 separate franchises to like keep things going.
Yeah.
Not to mention, there was that, I forget what year it was, what few years there was, but there was like a 2-year span where Homeboy was on every feature in the world.
I want to say it was like the streak from 2008 to 2010, maybe,
Something like
somewhere
that.
in there.
Something like that. It was nuts though. He was literally everywhere.
Because it was after the Carter. I think it was after the Carter 2 and then after the Carter 3.
I think Carter 2 made people be like, oh,
This dude's amazing.
yeah. And then
Carter 2, I'm not mad at people who say the Carter 2 is better than the Carter 3.
I used to be one of those people. I'm
not mad at that.
I was one of those people. And the only thing that changed me from not being one of those people, because I still think if we're talking street stuff, it's better, but it's really hard to go commercial and like keep your streetness about you, if that makes sense. But
Yeah.
fam, the third is very commercial, Babyface feature, Bobby Valentino. Like, it's very like, this is a radio song.
Yeah.
And it's so good. Carter 3 is...
Mrs. Officer.
Mrs. Officer is hard, though. I love Mrs. Officer. Dr. Carter.
Dr. Carter.
The
Dr.
storytelling
Carter is
and
nutty.
I mean, I don't know. So it's been a long time since we had a Carter. There's been a lot that's going on. News breaking today that I don't even know how true this is, that Birdman and Young Thug could be charged. Because
Yeah, I saw that too. There's like a phone
call
conversation with
Birdman?
Birdman
Now,
to
I'm not...
shoot up the bus for Wayne. Yo.
I don't know if it's true, but fam, if that's true, we are talking some nefarious stuff.
We're talking about Birdman's next Suge Knight, our generation.
Basically,
Suge
yeah,
Knight.
yeah. And there's sometimes I see him talk.
Back on my name.
I can see it. Like, I can see him being sketched. Like, he's
He's
not the most honest of people. I would hope that that's not true. I don't know all the facts though. The facts will come out though. But yeah, so we have had a Birdman.
Need Wayne more than Birdman.
Oh my gosh, yes, yeah. Birdman's done a lot for music from an executive point of view, but he's also screwed over those artists that gave us the great music. So
yeah.
So since the last Carter 4, we've had a Young Money, the state of Young Money, because I want to set all this up. The state of Young Money, you've had Drake going to be, when it's all said and done, he'll be the biggest rapper of all time. I do think he will surpass Jay-Z even in business, which is a lot to say, but I see it happening.
In the end.
Yes, you have Nicki Minaj, who, by the numbers and by the records, is the biggest female rapper of all time, if we're going by
Even though she wild.
stream. Yeah. You have everyone else that was Young Money affiliated kind of not doing too much other than Tyga, who keeps a hit every 3 years. I must admit, it's not for me, but taste is wild. And then you have Lil Wayne for 7 years kind of being held up and not being able to put out the big franchise that he's gained stardom for, so much that you have Drake saying, how the F we got the boss waiting. Everyone's saying Free C5. And it got to the point where, me personally, I felt like this was like Detox from Dr. Dre. We're never going to get it.
Oh, yeah.
I thought like we're just...
Well, and then when the scandal took another turn where Martin, what's his last name? Martin whatever. He has the Wu-Tang album or whatnot. He said he got a copy of the Carter 5, and everybody
I know
was
who
like,
you're talking about.
Wait, what? How did you get a copy of the Carter 5? And so it was like, honestly, it was hip-hop's biggest like legend.
Yeah.
Like,
It
you know,
was
is
like-
it real? Is it going to happen?
Yeah.
Is Birdman and then Birdman and Lil Wayne's relationship was like a teeter-totter.
Yeah.
And so you didn't know where it was going to go. However, I think everybody was on Wayne's side, and then you get antics like Birdman going into Hot 97, or not Hot 97,
Breakfast
the
Club.
Breakfast Club, and you're like, this dude's wildin', and
Yeah.
you could just, I mean, like you said, Drake was even in the beef.
You
There's
have
just
Birdman.
so much drama.
In that 7 years, you have Birdman standing next to Young Thug, who is a direct, like, I don't know how to say it. Like, you could look at Young Thug and say he's heavily influenced by
Right.
Lil Wayne. And so when Lil Wayne and Birdman fall out, you have Birdman creating Rich Gang, which is like a whole separate thing that Lil Wayne didn't seem to be a part of whatsoever. And it kind of looked like he was standing next to Young Thug to be like the new guy. In that time, Young Thug put out the Barter 5.
Right.
And I don't know. There was just a lot of weird stuff going on, is what we're trying to say when it comes to the Carter 5.
But during this time, they signed people like Limp Bizkit.
They signed Limp Bizkit, which is wild because I'm
Like,
an
there's
old
just-
school Limp Bizkit fan. That was crazy.
They're doing weird. Oh,
They were just signing Birdman signed everybody, literally everyone, and it was really, really wild. And so we get to this point where everyone thought that the album could come out last week. It didn't happen. He put out a video in typical Lil Wayne fashion. Also, we didn't mention in that 7 years, there's a few health scares that
Oh
he
my
had too. A
gosh,
couple
yeah,
seizure
the seizures,
issues.
yeah.
There was that one report that said his mom's going to go by his bedside to say goodbye. I remember that night was wild on Twitter. That was a couple years ago. So we got here. He puts out a video last week that says, sorry, there was a mix up, but I'm going to put it out. I'm giving you the Carter 5.
They got a vibes coming out.
Did you think it was actually going to come out after the video?
It's one of those things where you do not believe it until you are listening to it.
Fam.
It was like, what was it? There was some Frank Ocean project that was like, oh, it's coming out. It's coming out.
The
coming
video
out.
thing was supposed to be right before Blonde, and then it turned out to be that music video, that long thing where he's like
Yeah.
doing carpentry or painting or something
And
while
I
the
was
music's
like,
playing
yo,
in the background.
I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it. And sure enough, on Friday evening, 11 o'clock our time,
the Carter,
Carter
5
5
came out. In typical fashion, when I listen to stuff now, I didn't go on Twitter. I just listened to it and
first thoughts for me.
go.
I scroll through 23 songs, not happy about that.
I agree.
I was
I
like,
agree.
dang it.
I was-
Okay, it
that
is what it
scared me.
is.
That scared me.
But dang it. Also scrolling through, no Drake, shocked the crap out of me.
That scared me too.
Then I saw Kendrick Lamar. I was like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
Saw XXX Tentacion. I was like, this has to be newer.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Travis Scott. I was like, okay, I'm liking this. I'm liking the features. I see a Snoop Dogg record. I'm like, okay, this could be good. And then we start.
Yeah. So I, just like Dobie, I looked through, saw 23, saw no Drake, and both of those things scared me. I was like, oh, yikes. I don't know what's going to happen here. I was expecting a 12er.
The reason why also we're saying Drake and Wayne is because a lot of their projects, Wayne's projects, he's had a Drake feature. And the reason being is because Wayne can ask for a feature anytime with Drake, and that's one of the few artists Drake will drop whatever he's doing and give him that feature.
Yeah.
Because of their relationship. And they have a good relationship still, even though you can say Drake is a bigger artist than Wayne currently right now.
Yeah, I agree with that. So it starts out with the recording "I Love You, Dwayne" of his mom crying. Now let me tell you something. When I heard this, I got so happy, and I knew that it was going to be a good album because that was such a different thing. And I was like, oh, he's like trying to mess with us with the mom crying. Like he's trying to like mess with us emotionally and like everything. So
It did feel special for me, mainly just
I liked it.
I'm not mad at it, but we hear it all the time, even on Logic's album. Like,
Right,
But you,
right.
It's a thing you hear on every 5 rap albums. I feel like you are eventually going to hear the person on the phone talking about whatever it is.
That's fair. That's fair.
Either a motivational or an emotional. So because of that, that's the first thing I went to. However, with certain people, I'm not knocking it. However, I wasn't.
Oh
like,
yeah, I understand.
I wasn't like, it didn't put me over the moon.
I understand. So taking everything, I mean, XX is past now. There's a lot that went on in his life. We haven't touched on anything he's really been a part of since, but I think we definitely have to address Don't Cry. Like, how'd you feel about Don't Cry?
Honestly, I really did. I felt like it was a Lil Wayne song. I felt like it fit who he was, because you have that, like, I feel like dying. You know, like that side of Wayne's been around. By the way, I said that because it was a sample on a song by Lil Wayne called I Feel Like Dying. And actually, it was a really liked song while Lil Wayne was doing these mixtapes and stuff.
He started that, like the death, and you remember he rapped over Misunderstood?
Oh my gosh, so good.
like, yeah.
So because of that state of Lil Wayne I knew was there, this didn't shock me.
I liked it. And that's rare for me to say about things that are associated with X, just because musically, when he was alive, take all the drama out, I just wasn't a big listener of him. But I thought that the hook made sense, and I was like, okay, I'm here for it. Going down the album, we don't want to talk about every single song, but Dedicate was a song in which what we were just saying about how Young Thug pretty much is Wayne for a lot of the new kids now. XXX Tentacion got a lot of his, a lot of these kids are getting their stuff from him. Dedicate was a song where Wayne said that. He pretty much said, I started it. I started Suwu. I started the gang culture. I started the tattoos on your face. I started doing all of this stuff, and you guys did it. So I thought that was interesting. I agree with it. And then we go to song 4. We've gone through the first 3, and I didn't expect this necessarily, but Twitter has chosen Uproar. Clear.
It's a great throw.
It's good.
It's got that throwback feel, and it hits perfectly.
And so this one struck my chord just because I was a fan of the special delivery with G-Dap and P. Diddy. This is an old Bad Boy beat. And who else was on that song? Someone else was on that song. Black Rob. And this song was a song that, like, the music video is like, it's in black and white, how Bad Boy used to do their videos, and like the kids are Harlem shaking. It's like one of the first times you see the Harlem shake, like the actual, not the fad, but like the actual dance in music videos. And that brought that back, but the beat's not the same. Swiss Beats did Swiss Beats on this. Best Swiss Beats beat I've heard in a long time.
Yeah, I can
like
agree
new
with that.
stuff.
Yeah, not probably since the remix of Power.
Yes. Yeah, I agree with that.
Which has been a long time.
It's been a minute. So Swiss Beats went crazy. Uproar is a dance track. Twitter has I saw Shiggy. I saw people already coming up with dances. Like, it is the one that they're choosing for the clubs, at least.
Yeah.
So that's a fun one. Let It Fly with Travis Scott. This one is one that you could listen to, in my opinion, until it was older.
Oh, 100%.
So I saw on Twitter that he had said that he had recorded something for C5 back in 2014. I would hope it's not that old. That's really old. But if it is from 2014, then you can tell it's older, but I don't know if it's from 2014. That seems crazy. That seems a little wild.
When Travis Scott, Birds in the Trap came out.
Birds in the Trap sing McKnight?
Yeah.
The album?
Because I feel like that was around the time it was recorded.
Okay.
Which was 2016. I would probably say it was.
I can see that more so.
I could see probably sometime in 2015 because he's probably working. Because I think that was a little shortly after Rodeo. I think this was probably around the time after Rodeo.
Yeah.
Because that's when Travis Scott was becoming a household name. I'm sure that's when Wayne actually wanted to reach out to Travis Scott and was like, I like this dude. I like his stuff. So my guess is probably 2015-ish, early 2016.
I'll go with that. I don't think it's quite as old as 2014. I think people just dug up the tweet and ran with it. But you can hear it in the vocals, though, of Travis that, like, his voice is a little deeper now. He's using a different effect. Like, it's different. But Lil Wayne, at the end, found a way to rap Mind with 5 other things that rhyme with mind, and I lost my mind.
Yeah.
And it was one of those weird. I'm like, all right, Wayne. Like, yeah.
Wayne. One thing you can't argue is Wayne can still spit.
Yeah, still a Wayne. So then moving on, we can skip Can't Be Broken. Dark Side of the Moon with Nicki Minaj. Now, we've both said on this podcast, I know I've said, and you've said it too, that when getting back to Nicki Minaj's core fan base, one of the things she should do more is like use her melody.
Yeah.
And
it was here.
My favorite Nicki Minaj song of all time, this is partially because of Drake, I'm a Drake stan, is Moment for Life. Truly. That's my favorite Nicki Minaj song.
That's a great song.
And she's using singing. She's using melody. And I think she went crazy on this. I love her stuff on this. Dark Side of the Moon, I can see them putting out as a single.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's definitely a single track that they can push.
Set up Mona Lisa, Dobie. How do you feel about Mona Lisa?
So you see Kendrick Lamar and you know Wayne, and the first thing you're hoping is please just both spaz. That's what you want. That's what people like Kendrick Lamar for. And so what I didn't expect though is it to be this story driven. So basically this is, in my opinion, this is a more hardcore version of Devil in a Red Dress, or Devil in a New Dress.
Yeah, Devil in a New Dress.
Same kind of premise, but Wayne goes crazy. Then Kendrick Lamar here's the thing. Kendrick Lamar tried to outdo Lil Wayne, goes gimmicky. That's what's crazy.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. They both lost their mind.
Yeah, they did.
And I, like you, when I saw the title Mona Lisa featuring Kendrick Lamar, I didn't know what to think. But I was like, oh, they're probably just going to be rapping their heads off. I did not see the story coming. I saw LeBron on Instagram like jamming out to the song over and over again. He was like, this is true what they're talking about too. Like, fellas, be careful if you have like some type of like importance about you.
Yeah.
And like so many people, so many celebrities have been like, no, this song is real. And that's helping the myth of the song because they're like, this is hitting a chord with other rappers.
My favorite part was when Kendrick Lamar's verse when
you messing with Wayne?
Yeah, the lollipop ringtone came on. I was like, yes. He's like, is it real ringtone?
You know what that story? And Kendrick is I think it's safe to say he can tell stories well.
Well, the whole album was a story. Yeah, he can tell
yeah.
stories pretty well.
So he can tell stories great, but that intricate of so like you said, the whole album was a story. To Pimp My Butterfly, the whole album was a concept.
Yeah.
For a single song, like a single individual song, I haven't heard him tell that good of a story since
Duckworth?
No, Duckworth is close. Since the
I know you're
intricate
really high
parts
on
of the Take Care.
Well, that's what somebody, I think it was
interlude.
Yo on his one review said, like, he hasn't felt like it reminded him of Kendrick Lamar from Take Care because of how intricate everything was.
That's how I felt when I listened to this. The stories that he's telling, like, and Rihanna has a lady friend, blah blah blah. It felt like I am seeing everything you're right now. You messing with Wayne? You better like the lollipop, like I was like,
yeah, it was
yo,
so true.
Kendrick,
that is true on the Take Care verse. Kendrick painted that picture. You see everything happen so.
Yeah,
like pull it up and like
it was a very
pulling up. Yeah, that's crazy.
It was a very intricate thing. So they lost their mind. After I listened to the album, I went on Twitter to see what people were saying. I feel like the streets are like hip hop is like Mona Lisa.
Yeah, hip hop is enjoying it.
Yeah, that's not a club
record. It doesn't
record.
have that much replay value per se.
Yeah, not a club record.
Like I might. It's like I'll listen to it. I really don't know the next time I'll listen to it.
I don't know either. I don't know, but I like it. I love it. Like it's really, really good.
Even though Kendrick Lamar went gimmicky, I did prefer his verse over Wayne's verse. It's more memorable.
Yes, I did. I did too.
Memorable. What?
Memorable. You
It's more memorable.
You make a memorial of it. What about me? Open Letter, Famous, Problems, all those.
Famous was the only song I listened to this, and I was like, yo. This sounds like an Eminem record. like
not only did it
I
sound like
understand it was Regina Carter, it's sentimental, but it just sounded like the
Not only that,
cheesy chorus, and I was
it was
like,
not mixed well.
yeah, that's true.
Her chorus was not mixed well. It sounded like she was saying it through a fan. I did not like it.
I didn't like that song at all. That was probably my least favorite song on the album.
I'll ride with you there. Open Letter. I think Open Letter was supposed to be a big dramatic, like, I'm gonna tell you all about my life, but he didn't really tell us anything. He did his best, I guess, but
he did his best.
Problems. I feel the same way as Open Letter. Dope Inwards with Snoop Dogg. It's just kind of a song to me.
It was a good track.
Hitters was really good.
Hitters is my favorite song.
Hitters
Hitters is the most Lil Wayne track on the record. I don't care what anybody says. Nobody can change my mind on that. Hitters, I've listened to that song probably 10 times.
Hitters is good.
Hitters,
it's really good.
Hands down, is the most Lil Wayne song. This man said, through money in the air, who said white boys can't jump? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yo, it was so good.
That line was hard. That line was hard. He had a couple of classic memeable.
Yeah, did
Wayne
you see my
ones.
Instagram story?
Yeah, he had another one that was wild too, but the one on your Instagram too.
I'm
an ass that we call it colon. Yeah, no.
I'm an ass with the semi, call me semicolon. What?
Yeah, he had a couple of those. I think Wayne's good for one of those every year.
Oh
but,
man, yeah, like the YSIV baby. The F is for phenomenal. You know, it starts with PH.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Oh man.
Took His Time, Open Safe, all those songs like Took His Time and Open Safe are the reason why when I saw 23 songs I was scared, because I was like, I knew that you don't necessarily need these records.
What was the slow one? There was one that was like very like Drake-ish. I forgot what.
Took His Time, probably about God, like his mom saying God took his time.
No, there was one where he sang the whole time almost. I'm trying to remember which one that we probably missed over it. I thought it was interesting. There was just one song that sounded like Drake wrote it.
Yeah,
not
I can
in
see
like
that though.
The best way.
Start This Ish off right, fam. Right after featuring Asante and Mac Main. Right after they listened to Why You Want to Do That with T.I.
Yeah.
That's when they made this record.
Oh, dude, it sounds so old.
This song, it was crazy. It didn't even sound like 2014. It sounds like
2009.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, that really could have been recorded back in 2009 with those features.
It really could have.
So I'm not surprised if that song is
Mac Main
that
isn't
old.
even an artist anymore.
Right.
He's the president of Young Money Records. Like he doesn't.
I really think that's a super old record, and it fits though. It's okay.
Oh
it's
yeah.
like Lil Wayne's heritage on his album.
It was just funny because I wasn't ready for the Pimpin' All Over the World. Why You Wanna. Whatever you like. I wasn't ready for that bop, so when it came on, bing, 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 I was like, yo, what is happening right now?
It was wild.
Demon, it was just okay for me. Mess, I can see them doing something with Mess only because How to Love worked, and it reminded me of something kind of How to Love-ish.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I can see them maybe forcing a single with Mess, maybe. Yeah. About I'm a Mess, and I can see the whole Lil Wayne thing. Yeah. Dope New Gospel featuring Nivea.
I like this record.
It was a good record. Perfect.
It brought me back to memory. I think the song I'm going to mention is better, but Let the Beat Build. That's
Let the Beat Build is a classic Lil Wayne record. I don't care what anyone says about that.
Yeah.
You can fight me. Let the Beat Build. He stutters at the end, and it's the sickest thing in the world. He's like, and I'm like, fam, that was the hardest.
What's your
stutter
favorite
I've ever heard.
Lil Wayne line? Mine is when he goes, "Show them all."
That's the most iconic Lil. Yeah, that's rough.
That line, and then I played the game so hard or for so long, my thumbs bruised. That line was
Show Me My Opponent is I'm with you. That's an iconic, like,
dude,
what? When I first heard that, I was like, excuse me? Like, what?
Let everybody hit us up on Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah.
Let us know what is your favorite Lil Wayne. We'll probably post it up, but
Weezy.
let us know. Let us know what your favorite Lil Wayne line is, favorite bar.
Perfect Strangers Used To and Let It All Work Out were just kind of there for me.
This is when the album really started getting long.
Yeah.
I feel like it could have been 20 songs because Dope New Gospel felt good. I was like, all right, here we go. And then I was like, oh, wait.
Closing the
there's two
song
more.
with a record like Dope New Gospel, by the way, closing the record would be a good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That'd be a good thing. Yeah. So yeah, guys, tell us. Notice that it says Young Money Records with the credit captions.
Yeah.
Does not say anything about Cash Money Records. We know that there was a suit that was settled in court that he is technically no longer a part of Cash Money Records. This is an iconic album for that alone. He's been a part of Cash Money for 15, like longer than that, since he was little, since he was 14. So crazy. Lil Wayne. I can't believe it's so crazy. We're talking about the Carter 5. It finally dropped.
It's here.
2018 is a crazy year. We're going to be a little bit quicker on the rest of these. We just had to spend some time on Wheezy. Logic dropped Young Sinatra. All right. The fourth one. Yeah, the fourth one.
This album needs to be listened by everybody.
Yeah.
This album's actually fire.
If you like rap, I will preface it by that because there's some people that just want radio stuff.
They want Bobby Tarantino.
Yeah.
But this is why I actually appreciate Logic a lot more than I think I give him even credit for.
He'll give you this.
This album showed to me like I can't lie, like Logic's got it.
Well, the thing is, 2 episodes ago on this podcast, whenever it was, I was posing the question, is Logic the new Macklemore? And then he does this, and I'm like, nope.
No.
You know your roots. Now,
He did one song, and then
he
let
had
it go.
one on there, which I don't think fit. But if Macklemore would have put out stuff like his mixtape, like after the hype, I would have been like, you're centered. Now you can go do whatever you want. I don't care. Because you're paying attention to your fans and stuff like that. Logic did a great thing here with this album where he paid attention to his boom bap, his backpack fan base, still made it not so boom bappy that you couldn't, like, it's not every song isn't a Ninth Wonder beat, but it's so good. Like, this is fire.
I will say
This is
I don't
fire.
like bald Bobby Tarantino.
Little weird.
Yeah, it's not a good look for him. I think he needs hair.
Little odd. He's not a looker.
Yeah.
He's not the cutest kid. But shout out to him.
He looks like not even like Great Value brand, more like Dollar General brand Vin Diesel.
You
when
know,
he's trying to get buff.
Is Ren or Stimpy like the tan rat? Which one is it? Ren, you're so stupid.
Ren. Dude, oh gosh, I know what you're talking about. That's
Yeah. So, he's not a looker. Everybody Dies and The Return are what we had before this came out. We praise it on the podcast.
good tracks.
One Day doesn't fit to me because it's very commercial. This is something that I can see on like one of his albums. For me, man, Wu-Tang Forever meant so much to me. Like, it's been a minute since they've all been on one song.
Yeah.
It's been years. So this was crazy. And
You know, Logic as a fan of hip hop was like geeking out.
Oh, yeah.
When he first heard the track all together, I'm sure like it almost brought a tear to his eye, probably.
Yeah. And some of these, like Capadonna doesn't even get along with a lot of these guys. It was a dope thing. I was at the gym wilding. Like, this was, and it just felt good. It just felt like hip hop. When I fell in love with hip hop, I had to go back and do my homework, and I went right to Wu-Tang first. That's why I love him so much. And this feel is what I needed. And then the next song, having these back to back, was just like the backpacker in me was like,
Yeah.
I didn't know what
You were
to
here,
do.
man.
I was tired after I listened to both of them. I was like, well, that's a lot of rap
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, that is
What's
a lot of
country
rap.
music got?
No, I hear you.
I need to hear something slow. 100 Miles and Running featuring Wale and John Lindahl, I believe. They lost their mind. On this.
Nutty.
Wale. This has been a year of Wale for me, though. Like, I've really been bigging up Wale this year because I've been so into what he's doing, and this is why. And Logic at the end just
Logic at the end was like,
yeah.
come at me.
Yeah. I don't know if they did. I know they're both on the DMV. I don't know if they both did it in the same studio together, but it felt like Logic was like, Wale, that was crazy. Watch this.
Yeah.
And like just like went off.
I couldn't believe it after I heard it. I was like, what?
Yeah, no. It was
wild.
Different. That boy's different. Ordinary Day. That's another one that I was kind of like a little commercial, but Haley Steinfeld's cute, so I let it go. This is good though. Iconic with Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith's been hopping on some features.
YSIV. It was
Yeah.
a kind of what's a tribute to Mac Miller in his own way.
Yeah. It was a tribute
Spazzing
to,
on a record for him.
Yeah, that was a good
cool,
moment.
because I know Mac Miller would have been like,
We're just some kids.
dope, man.
Yeah, it was dope. Yeah, this was good though. I
Oh
liked
yeah,
it.
really, really good.
If you like hip hop music, man.
Let's be real. Did you bring your charger?
Yeah, I have my charger.
Logic is, I think he's gonna have a great discography when it's all said and done.
I think he will too. I think Logic, as long as he just does him, that's what I've noticed about Logic. He's just got to do him and not worry about what critics have to say. Critics like me. As long as he doesn't care about what people like me have to say, then he'll be fine. Just does his thing.
Oh yeah.
Kevin Gates dropped Luca Brasi 3. I listened to this. I love his voice, by the way. Like his voice inflection.
Who?
Kevin Gates.
Oh yeah,
but
I was thinking that too.
music-wise,
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
it's just so. I can't even imitate it because it's like it's deep. It's like rich. Like there's something about his voice.
Have you seen his interviews?
He's so deep.
He's a very interesting character
Yeah.
overall. I don't know how to feel about it.
I think it's funny on Twitter because people say like he's like the black dude that comes home from jail with all this weird prison knowledge.
Yeah.
And he'll just be like, you know, sometimes they don't tell you that blah blah, and you're just like, fam.
Yeah.
So yeah, that dropped Luca Brasi 3. If you like Kevin Gates, I think you'll like it. I don't think it's terrible. He has a problem with the hit though. He had 2 Phones was good.
I think Two Phones was a surprise hit.
I do too. I think it was good, but
I don't know.
That's
what
why I'm saying he has
but-
trouble.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't know how to like. He hasn't figured out the formula yet.
Yeah,
SOB
he's been trying.
RBE came out with Gang in 2. This is brilliant ignorance to me.
I'm gonna preference this right here, right now. They are the most unique thing in hip hop.
Them and Brockhampton, I think. Yeah. Like they are so offbeat.
The rappers, that singer dude kills it every time.
Every time. I don't know his
time.
name. Lil something probably. You need to.
Yeah.
You can peace out to those kids.
No, for real.
Because you have, especially
Those
with
beats?
especially with these beats and like the rap singing wave that's happening right now.
Yes.
You could probably go and get with somebody and do something.
That's the first thing I thought. I said, Youngblood, leave, go get your money elsewhere because you are the reason why these boys are popping the way they're popping.
I agree.
It ain't the dude who rather raps like this and then he gets off beat and then he comes back.
There's
really
some
slow.
weird times when that kid, the
Oh
rapper
my
though,
gosh.
where he'll be off beat, and I don't think he does it on purpose. It's like me when I bowl and just get a strike. I don't think he does it on purpose. But then whatever word he's rhyming just happens on beat, and it sounds amazing because you've just heard him be off beat for a minute, and then it hits like this little pocket, and you're like, hey.
Yeah, and you're
but
like, there it is.
Who can you not listen to more? Oh, okay. Who can you handle more, him or G Herbo?
I mean,
Have you seen the meme where it's
yo, it drives me up a wall.
Have you seen the meme where it's who's the Jamaican runner?
Usain Bolt?
Usain Bolt, and they have the name G Herbo on him, and then behind him the runners is the beat. And he's just
You know what's crazy
running away
about
from the
that
beat.
is when I saw that thing live, I was like, that's a meme. And then like,
Yeah.
I was like one of the first persons to post it was a meme, and then like nothing happens of it, of course, because I'm not popular enough. There'd be so many cool things that I would do. Okay, never mind.
Life is really crazy like that.
Have you ever wondered if you had a certain amount of followers, how would you impact the culture?
Clout. If I had the clouds.
Yeah, like, you know, would you be able to start a meme? Would you be able to start a word? You know? Like, if you said a Jace on Twitter, would a Jace become a thing? That's what I always wonder about sometimes.
I know what you mean.
A Jace.
A Jace is already a thing, though. Like, I didn't make that up.
Oh, yeah, you said, where'd you get that again?
Big pun. It's a
Yeah, but no one says it.
No one says it, right?
So you didn't come up with it, but it's not a thing now.
No,
It's like Foxy.
I-
Like if somebody brought Foxy back, which I think calling girls Foxy feels
Well, what's the
like
word you would make
nothing
up?
wrong. What?
That's a good question. What's the word you would make up if you had clout?
Yo, I don't know.
I'd be like, yeah, yeah. All the
Hadiga.
time. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yo, let me choose this mat. Yeah.
Yeah, how would
wouldn't know
you
what to
type
do.
that out? How you spell that?
Just
We're talking Twitter here. We're not talking audio.
Hella use. I don't know. I'd make it work.
Hella me and hella use.
Let's see. Is this Kozar? Is this Chief Keef new?
Yeah. I don't listen to
He
Chief
dropped
Keef.
so much that I don't even know what's new.
I
or
don't
what's-
listen to Chief Keef anymore.
All right, so Reason. I listened to this. There You Have It was the album. I don't know much about him.
I skimmed through it.
I can hear it. Like I can hear. He reminds me of Don Kennedy. Don Kennedy. Don Kennedy, because Dom Kennedy, Lordy
Don.
B. He reminds me of Kennedy because when I listen to it, I can hear it. Like I can hear that there's something there, but it's not been molded.
Don Kennedy
yet.
had like 2 hits.
Yeah.
And then everything else was just trash.
Well, he got with Hit Boy, and I think Hit Boy doesn't know whether or not he wants to be a producer or a rapper, and so it's like Hit Boy, by the way, had one of the shortest runs. You know, every year is a producer's year.
That's true.
We're in the era of Take Heath right now. Mustard had his year.
I'm wondering though if Hit Boy to me seems like the kind of guy who was like, no, y'all ain't paying me enough.
He does, but
That's
he got
why
on
he
the
did his own
throne.
thing.
He got on Watch the Throne, Wild Out, and people were like, "Yo, Hit Boy, blah 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 blah."
I mean, his beats are still next level. I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys listen to Audio Push, who you probably should check out because they're vastly underrated.
His label HA77 or
They're-
whatever it's called, they can all go.
Yeah,
like
I know.
they're all really good. I think Quentin Miller is actually with him now.
That's actually a good fit. Again, Quentin Miller,
Can go.
his issue is he just doesn't have a good rapping presence.
No, an image because of the leg. Like
I don't know. I mean, that doesn't bother me. It's
I
mainly
mean, I'm talking about like at a concert
yeah.
and stuff. Some people, I'm not gonna do that, but
unless
but
he
it'd
gets
be rough.
unless he gets a spring leg.
He could.
Hey, do you, Quinn, man? I can't
Do you,
believe
Q Miller.
what that would be like, man. To go through a situation where you're getting made fun of because you just were with Drake.
I need a
writing
30 for
with them,
30 on Quentin Miller.
and then like you lose a leg. Man, there's so much that boy went through.
Who's doing rap 30 for 30s? That should be our like if we had clout and if we had the money and we lived in LA and we knew producers, a lot of ifs. But if we had the means to do it, we should do 30 for 30 on Drake and Meek because that had implications that wrinkled down to Nicki, wrinkled down
Dude,
to
can you imagine the artists that we could do?
fam.
That's a cute man. Just to like Netflix. Hey, yo, Netflix, hit us up,
give us some money.
man. Yeah, somebody could do that really well.
But Reason Drop, there you have it. It's not bad.
We would
at
interview
all.
people like those 2 brothers and stuff like that on like their personal like the podcast guys. They're the brothers.
Oh, it's the real.
yeah, it's the real. Like interview people like that on like what they
Yeah,
thought during
yeah,
that
yeah.
time, and then, like try to get people like Pharrell and stuff.
Yeah.
Pharrell, I would love to do a documentary about Pharrell.
Pharrell is arguably
We need 30 when it's all said and done. We need and when it's all said and done, ESPN might do one anyways on Kanye West the way things are going right now.
I heard someone say like, you know, like cancel culture is a thing. Like we instead of like hearing people out or like whatever, we just cancel people now. Like we're just like, you're canceled.
Yeah.
Like that's a Twitter thing. And someone was like, so is Kanye canceled now? And someone was like, I mean, he made College Dropout, so he's not canceled, but like I've got like, unsubscribed. I laughed so hard. I laughed so hard.
That's a good way
The
to say
dude
it.
in the comments was like, yeah, I mean, like there's some emails that are like promotional emails that like never offer you any good coupons, so you just unsubscribe for a bit, and then you're like, you know, I think I like Adidas now, and you just resubscribe. He can come back. It was just really funny. So yeah, we had Reason Drop. We just talked about that. I listened to Surf Trap by Felly because I thought that the cover art is very odd. There's like a dude a woman, I think, in holding like a weird Grim Reaper thing. It looks like they're on a beach. There's a boat in the background with a red moon. A lot going on the cover. I was like, this is one of those random things that I'll find be really good. It wasn't really good. They're trying to do like a beach bum rap kind of.
Oh yeah, not for me.
Mod Son of Jace.
Not for me. To be honest, I honestly didn't listen to too much because the content that Lil Wayne and Logic gave you could literally, well, you had to digest so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
And they were rapping.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all rapping.
Oh, y'all for real rap.
So we're gonna move on to our singles.
Loosey goosey.
Those are loosey goosey. Yeah. DJ Snake, he's back with Taki Taki, Selena Gomez, Ozuna, Cardi B. Saturday morning, I cleaned the heck out of my house.
It's a good like overall world hit.
Yep, it felt really good. T.I. is dropping his third single in 2 weeks. I think he's gearing up.
I'm very interested to see how this project is gonna sound. Cause like The Weeknd came on like the chorus, and then T.I. starts rapping, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm a fan of like T.I. slow rap anymore.
Trap music is amazing. Paper Trail is amazing. The one after trap music is amazing. Urban Legend.
Yeah.
King is, for that year, King was the king. I don't know what it is about T.I. Like, there's something about him that it's not. You're right. I totally agree with you. I just not connecting anymore. We had Jaden Smith back on my ish.
This song was actually bad. This song is not good.
To me, this is the first miss in a minute, though.
Jaden Smith played this. His boys were like, "Yo, get hype," and then he put it out.
This is his first miss in a minute.
The song's not that good at all.
No, Sin.
This sounds like a SoundCloud rapper who somehow, by the grace of God, got up to the top of Apple Music.
Well, it's for a movie, so my thought is maybe someone came to him with a premise already, and this wasn't necessarily.
Well, it wasn't good, anyways.
His thing, Juicy J, Neighbor, Travis Scott. Travis has the glow right now. Juicy is the king of the fourth careers. He just comes out of nowhere.
Him and 2 Chainz, you got to argue which one. I personally, I say 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz, yeah.
Because there was a minute 2 Chainz was top 5.
I saw something funny on Twitter too, where it was don't be mad if you're ladies, don't be mad if your boyfriend's is just Titty Boy. One day he'll be 2 Chainz. Stay with him.
Oh my god,
I laughed really hard.
That's a good one.
What else do we have here?
What a name, Titty Boy.
How do you feel about A Star Is Born, the movie with Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga? You feel like it's a good rom?
I don't know what is your thing with you talk about this movie a lot. You are really excited to go see it.
I just feel like it's a lot of love. I feel like love's gonna happen. Drama.
There's gonna be a lot of drama.
A lot of drama.
How many cry scenes?
For them or for me?
For the movie.
What you mean? How many times will people cry in the film?
In the film.
Actors.
How many cry scenes will air in the film?
4 to 5. 4 to 5. Bradley Cooper. Yeah, 4 to 5.
I would say a good 4.
It seems like a movie, though, that's been made that it's setting up for Dave Chappelle to get an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting. You know when the dude is in there for half a second in the trailer and he says something like, "I'm worried about you." You're like, oh, in the movie, you're actually going to be great and you're going to get a nomination for supporting. I would love that.
Hey, man.
I would love that.
I hope it comes true for you.
They dropped a song called Shallow. I actually like this song. I'm really excited for the film. I actually like the song. Kodak Black. If I'm lying, I'm lying. When's he gonna drop the song that everyone's in the studio just that?
My favorite one was Moths in front of Thomas Edison's house.
Yes, my favorite one was Mosquitoes when I come outside with shorts. Fam, I was laughing so hard.
So good, man.
Mosquito season.
So good.
Wow, Apple Music. Kanye West with Ghost Town.
I know, they're getting up there, and I love it, which I guess. I didn't get to listen to it. Did you hear the Zedd remix to Lost in Japan by Shawn Mendes? I really wanted to hear that.
No, I did. It's good. It's good.
Lost in Japan, that album should be talked about more.
I was just getting ready to say that.
Yeah.
one's talking about that Shawn Mendes
It's
album.
really good.
It's on one of my nighttime playlists. I have the "Where Were You in the Morning" song.
It's really good.
I like that record a lot.
It's a really good album.
What's going on? Pretty much with Solita. Rich the Kid is the feature. This was definitely the label like, hey, we need some hip hop. That's what it felt like. There was no continuity in between these two at all for me. Michael Bublé, he dropped "When I Fall in Love." When I fall in love. Yeah, it was pretty boring. Major Lazer, though, tied up Mr. Easy, Ray, and Jake Gosling. This was hard. I like this one a lot. Kane Brown, Short Skirt Weather.
Major Lazer are so interesting. They have like the worst songs and the best songs all in one artist.
But when they hit,
They
they
hit
hit.
hard. Yeah.
They hit. Did you listen to anything else single wise?
Um,
Mark Anthony, Will Smith, Bad Bunny, Esta Rico. I listened to this one. Will Smith, I love Will Smith. He should probably never rap again. Just because it's like hard for me to like hear it.
Okay, yeah.
But Mark Anthony, you know what I mean?
I don't think there is anything else.
A girl named Jess Glynn. Don't know who she is. 123 is the name of the song. Listen to it. It's good. It's good. I'm telling you, it's good.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I listen to. Like Dobie said, YSIV Baby and the one and only Logic. They gave us a lot. Bobby Tarantino and YSIV Baby gave us a lot to kind of mull over and listen to. So there wasn't too much more after that. But I'm so happy that we were able to give you a full-fledged breakdown of the Carter 5 here in 2018. 2018, crazy year for music. Tell us your favorite Lil Wayne song. Or no, your favorite Lil Wayne line.
Yeah, your favorite bar.
What's your favorite bar from a Lil Wayne song? Any song. It can be mixtape song. It can be, mixtape Weezy, album Weezy, does not matter. Let us know the bar and let us know the song. And there's going to be something special in for you if you do this, by the way. It's a retweet. That's
I was like, yo, where are you
what
going
I got.
with this?
That's what I got for you, retweet.
Hey, yo.
Hit us up on Daps_pounds, though, with that information. We're going to close this show out the only way that we know how. That is with 101 conversation starters for couples. Dobie, what do we got?
This is a weird one.
Oh, no.
No, like, it's a dumb question.
We'll pick a different one. We don't have to choose.
Do you want to skip it? Or we can't skip. We
Okay.
never skip.
Okay, let's go.
Select and describe a couple who were friends with your parents when you were growing up. I was like, what?
My grandma and grandpa? Just like a couple of people?
There are just a couple, and let's see here. My parent here. I don't know what
Go.
to describe.
I'll go off of you. So go.
I don't know how
Pause.
to like describe them as people, but there was a time where we went over there almost every weekend because their kids were the same age as ours, and my parents they all played dominoes like every weekend, like no joke.
Okay.
And then that was it.
Oh. There's this guy named Bill. He's my dad's friend, and he has a wife named Gladys. And when I was growing up, he was around a lot, and Gladys would hang out with Mom. Me and Bill and Dad hung out, and they would go on a couple double dates and just just hang out.
I told you it's a dumb question.
That's a weird one.
It's a dumb
that's
question.
funny. Well, guys, let us know how you guys would answer that question on Twitter. I got something special for you. I retweet. Yeah, let us know. Daps_pounds. Daps and pounds.
We got a soundboard. I want you
ENT.com.
to say it in a weird way. I got something special for you.
I got something special for you.
A retweet.
A retweet. Guys, thanks so much for joining us, though. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys for joining us this week. I'm sleepy.
I thought you were going to sing it.
Wait,
At
what?
the bottom of my heart.
Oh.
And then you go from the bottom of my heart.
Don't add that much growl. I didn't have that much growl.
I was laughing and speaking at the same time. It's hard to do.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Daps_pounds, dapsandpoundsent.com. Switch it up. Dobie, close out the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your favorite podcast every week. My name is Dobie. To my right, I have
Malky.
This is two mics,
two friends,
and one show,
the Daps and Pounds Show.
Shout out to the shout out, gang.
Gang.